Once more on his bicycle, the postman rode to a beautiful palace, so we've been told, where nightingales sing, and a sign said, "Sold," with a letter for Cinderella. There's a surprise. Her Royal Highness Cinderella, the palace, Half Kingdom Road. Dear Princess, we at the Pied Piper Press soon hope to publish a little book for younger readers in celebration of your recent marriage to His Royal Highness Prince Charming. A copy of this book is enclosed for your approval. We trust this somewhat shortened version of your Highness's most marvellous tale will not displease you. We also trust that you will be comfortable in your new home and live happily ever after. Your royal servant and subject to be, Peter Piper. They sent this lovely book, Cinderella, a story of a fairy tale princess. There once was a young woman named Cinderella who had a cruel stepmother, 2 cruel and ugly stepsisters, and a father who wasn't around very much. One day the postman arrived with an invitation to the royal ball. The stepmother and the stepsisters got dressed in their finery and departed almost at once, leaving Cinderella all alone. She couldn't go to the ball, she had nothing to wear, and no transport. Luckily, at that moment, Cinderella's fairy godmother dropped in. Finding Cinderella in tears, she worked her magic and sent her off to the ball, in a beautiful gown and a golden coach. "But be back by 12, she said. "The magic stops at midnight." So Cinderella went to the ball, and she had a marvellous time. She ate lots of little sausages on sticks and danced constantly with the prince, who obviously admired her. Then, just when things were going well, the clock struck 12, and Cinderella had to run for it. The prince was inconsolable, until, that is, he found one of Cinderella's glass slippers, which cheered him up immensely. The next day he went looking for a young woman whose foot would fit the slipper, meaning to marry her if she would have him. And all the women in the town, young and old, and even the ugly sisters tried on the slipper, but without success. Then finally Cinderella tried it on, and it fitted, of course, and that was that. A few days later, Cinderella and the prince were married. Telegrams and congratulations arrived from every corner of the kingdom, and newspapers were full of the event. "Fairy tale princess," the headlines proclaimed. On this occasion, it must be said, was no exaggeration at all. The end.